Ejekin Shayemi, Ejekin Shayemi. That so nice right there. Can we ever get tired of that song? No, never, ever. It's Throwback Thursday. Welcome to the best place that you can possibly be on TV right about now.
Yes, honestly. What's not to love about Thursdays? 2 hours of classic songs and good memories with us holding your hands through it all.
That's right.
So gather and hear music minds and let's party old school style on this week's Throwback Thursday edition of Esplash, baby. Yes, my name is Amanda Dara. Today, you can still call me Amanda Dara. We're in the process of thinking of new names.
Wow.
It's hard. It's hard.
Is it just coming back? You don't have all those AKA...
You know, I was just like in this foreign space, you know, but like...
Let's hear this one.
Okay, guys, it's your homegirl right here. It's your girlfriend next door. It's the hostess with the mostest, so right here is the jewel in the crown. My name is Honeypot.
I know I don't have name. Honeypot has stolen all the name. Before I would think of, okay, something is jewel. Okay, can't do jewel. Crown.
I do have different words, vocabulary. I do have register in this world.
It's jewel, it's crown, it's oath that she wants to use.
Are you going to trademark it? Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, now let me look for one name for you. How about Sweet Arabian Queen?
Lovely. Sweet Arabian Queen.
Yeah.
You can call me that for today.
Today,
Courtesy
yeah.
of Honeypot.
Yeah.
No, we're not calling you that.
Why? Hater.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Royal Highness to the Finest. I go by the name King OJ, but you can call me OJ. That's what it is.
It is what it is.
What do we have planned on today's show? Yes, on today's episode, we have the entertainment news as usual. Celebrity birthday shout-outs. Then we'll be rewinding to this day in entertainment history.
Then, of course, King OJ will be in charge of taking us through all the crazy moments on social media, on Tweetville, right after one of us will be ranting about what's currently bugging him or her on the Trade Off segment. And then we'll also be taking the news recap and checking out where are they now.
On Daily Top 5 today, we will be talking about Nigerian artists who did odd jobs before stardom. On that note, guys, it's time to get into the time machine proper as we travel back in time with music. We'll be back with the entertainment news. Stay here with us.
Needing somebody, and somebody needs you back, Yes, we can never get tired of that song as well. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. It is now time for entertainment news. Now, first up, Omotola Jaladeke trademarks her name. Now, Nollywood superstar Omotola Jaladeke has trademarked her first name, Omotola. She revealed this on her Instagram page, where she shared a picture of herself with the caption, Omotola trademarked. While on Twitter, she wrote, Omotola is now trademarked. We guess right now the trademark name will be used strictly by the Nigerian actress for commercial and branding purposes. What are you guys thinking about this one?
Well, if you want to go that route, you should go that route if you want to trademark your name. But
what is that?
But it is Omotola. It is Omotola Jaladeke, not like maybe you have like a nickname that people are trying to. This is I don't know who wants to.
Yes.
I mean because. That's a name. It's not like a nickname. If I'm trademarking Honeypot...
but you can't trademark your name.
I know what you're talking about, but what I'm saying here is that if I'm trademarking Honeypot, perhaps I don't want any other person to... But if I'm trademarking
a generic name,
Ogunwole, like...
So according to her, because I was going through...
Beyonce got sued when she did Blue Ivy. Like, no. Blue Ivy is like color... name of plants.
So you can't restrict it and say you are the only one that would be bearing this.
Kylie Jenner got sued for Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, because Omotola actually is any name anybody can get. It's a Yoruba name.
Why is she getting sued for that? I think I have to read more into that story.
You can actually
trademark your personal name.
Why do you want to claim ownership to a generic name?
Because when you think of Omotola, what comes first into your mind?
People were bearing that name.
Omotola, but she's the biggest person with that name right now. She's the biggest brand with. That's just the truth.
So that lady
around Nigeria.
That lady on the island that is having like a pure water company or one water company.
And her name is
And she said
Omotola Enterprise.
They could have trademarked it. In fact, you know what? I actually went through her comment section, right, yesterday or this morning, and I actually saw somebody saying, so we who are bearing Omotola, does that mean we can't use her name? She's like, you know what? When it comes to entertainment purposes, you can't. You could have beat me to it. And she actually even went further ahead to say that she tried to use Omo Sexy and Omotola, but I think Omotola was the one which went through. So right now, if you use Omotola and you say you want to do it with anything entertainment, maybe you want to act or you want to do something like that, and I think she has opened this studio space.
Yeah.
So right now she can sue you.
People can sue her if you bear Omotola and you don't feel all right with it.
How?
You can sue her
Based on what?
based on your name is Omotola and she did not create Omotola. Omotola has a meaning. No, you can't actually sue her and she can drop it.
And she can also win.
Well, it's a two-way thing. You can win if they're not going to look at the Nigerian thing. If they're going to look at it the way other people are looking at it.
Why are people not shouting when Rihanna did that on Fenty?
They sued them. I'm telling you.
Fenty is quite different.
And Fenty people are Sunday.
Fenty is a name.
I think they did.
Well,
people did.
perhaps.
People did.
Omotola is allowed to do so if she wants to do so.
Not a generic name.
People bear Omotola now.
Thank
That's right. Okay, well, very soon I'll be trademarking my name because people have been telling me that they see people.
Until you now see Honeypot's big business, you'll be biting your nails.
I'm going to trademark because people already tell me that they see people. And the thing is that honeypot again, if you don't have the guts, you cannot even bear it because it comes with a lot. So people will not be saying, somebody said they saw somebody at, I don't know, and the person had honeypots. And they're like, even my friend told me, sent a video to me, somebody on YouTube who said, pots of honey and displayed boobs. And I'm like, no, that's not my own. I mean, they can do whatever thing they want to do. But then Justina told me the other time that she went to Ibadan and she saw honeypots primary and secondary.
That's the reason why trademark exists.
Interesting.
I'm in support of Omotola. Congratulations.
Because it's a center of attraction, actually.
Honeypot is something nice.
Yes, it is some center of attraction. Yeah. So you have destination places. People say.
Leave us to our thoughts.
I don't know what dirty thoughts you have, and I do not care. So if you have not gone to school and you don't actually understand English, don't come and be saying nonsense.
Why are you not angry now? But you were angry, Omotola's own was vexing.
No, I'm saying Omotola's own because people bear Omotola now. A lot of people bear Omotola. It's now useless. Like, they can't bear their Omotola with...
If we're all in a sitting...
And Omotola has it.
Just one question. If we're all in a sitting with 10 people and people are saying, Omotola did that, which person are you going to think of?
Omotola sure Mekunda, I know. What's wrong with you?
Omotola Jaladeke that I know. Oh, serious. So that somebody will now say, Amanda that has a baby. Amanda that has a baby for Davido. And you, Amanda. And then you will not be there. You will not be saying that.
That's the reason why I'll trademark Amanda Dara.
Let's go. Okay, now Davido named one of the next rising stars. Nigerian superstar Davido has achieved another milestone as he has been named as one of the 100 next rising stars in 2021 by Time magazine. The inaugural 2021 Time 100 next list, which is divided into 5 categories: artists, advocates, leaders, phenom, and innovators, features 100 emerging leaders who are shaping the future of entertainment, health, politics, business, and more. The excerpt for the singer's selection was written by Big Brother Niger lockdown winner and artist Lekan, who described the music star as one of the biggest voices in Afrobeat because its music connects with people, often in ways that transcend his expectations. He added that by bringing Afrobeat to the global stage, Davido paved the way for people like himself. Just recently, Davido's hit song If got a gold certification in the USA, which makes it the second time a solo single is getting a gold certification in the USA after his hit track Fall went gold in May 2020. Davido tweeted, "My second gold record. Oh God, I am grateful. The only 2 Afrobeat solo singles to go gold in the USA in Afrobeat history. God is good. More to come." Congratulations to you, Davido.
Yeah.
Tuleja.
Well, let's talk about this. What do you guys feel about the fact that Lekon wrote it?
I love
and
it.
that it was trending on social media as Davido by Lekon. Because I was on social media yesterday and I was a bit confused.
It's icons.
Like Davido by Lekon.
No, they just wanted to make
why is that true? And then I noticed that, I'm just speculating here, I noticed that Davido didn't really respond to that tweet, or maybe I didn't see it. He posted it, but he didn't really put the credits and say, oh, Lekon did this for me. Now, two things that I thought of here. I mean, first of all, congratulations to Davido for entering the Times. A couple of other Nigerians were in there as well, by the way. However, did you think that this was a PR move for Lekon? You know,
of course,
you think so, right?
Of course, that was the first thing that came to mind. So anything to push the Lekon brand, if it is to attach it to another popular name, if it is to do something as, well, big or little, anyhow you want to see it, as writing the excerpt, anything as, it is PR. All of these things, they are PR, you know, strategies. Everybody knows that.
I just think I like the move. I guess they were just looking for people to write about Davido, and Lekon is one of the celebrated stars right now because of the reality show. Like, what do you think about this guy? And he wrote, and the conversation was long. He said, like, Femme, Davido just dropped Femme, just like a random song, and during the whole NSAS protest, this song became massive big. People were now using it for protests and everything. That's Davido, like, he's looking up to Davido.
And I really,
I'm looking at it like, Davido, let's collaborate. That's the way I saw that thing. That's the way I saw it.
No, that is not the way I saw it.
Even immediately after the Big Brother reality show, and they were hanging out together, and it's something that they would definitely want to, or worked on. Maybe they've worked on it. So
and
it's not because of this.
I like that statement where he said that when he even releases songs, it transcends his expectations.
Yes.
And so many times.
Femme was just like, then all of a sudden it was like an anthem.
Even for the fact that I don't even think If and For were so big back home in Nigeria as they were outside of Nigeria.
They were.
They were, but I feel like they really enjoyed it over there. Like we have so many Davido hits.
It took it there.
Would you say If and For were in Nigeria the biggest songs that he had?
At that time. They were.
They were actually at that time. If actually did so well and For did so well. Maybe you've forgotten in so soon, but he did very well.
More to come for Davido.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic year, 2021 for him. Congratulations to him.
We're waiting for the Blow My Mind.
Haters, they have to say congratulations, and we love it.
We are not haters.
Okay, wow.
I don't know why you're saying we're haters. You say congratulations.
Okay, especially this OJ. OJ behind the screen will be telling me, putting fire. Thank you.
I've got my letter. I've got the letter from my lawyer.
Congratulations. Very well. We have received all the congratulations very well. Thank you so much. Haters, this is what they do. Especially when you are shining. They will not be saying, maybe it's because the father is rich. Maybe it's because, let them say, haters, too late, Joe. Let's go, Abia. We're not going again from here.
My lawyers will come.
Yes. Thank you so much. We are waiting for them.
We're just going to move on to more news because Honeypot has dragged OJ. All right, still in the Nigerian scene, Tonto Dikeh registers a star in her son's name. Nigerian actress and businesswoman Tonto Dikeh has gifted her son, King Andre, a star for his 5th birthday. Tonto Dikeh made this known on her Instagram page, where she shared the certificate of the star with a map giving directions to where his star is located in the galaxy. She wrote, "This year I thought hard on what to give my baby as a signature 5-year birthday gift. I mean, he has everything I could ever dream of for any kid. That is good education, great insurances, great savings or checkings account, a luxurious pimped Mercedes Viano as a birthday gift. He has a good citizenship, I'm not sure if that's Nigerian, an amazing 7-bedroom home in his name, a good business, a farm and a ranch, amazing investment or shares. And as I closed my eyes one night, all I could see were stars. Then the gift came to me. I saw it, I virtualized it, fascinated about it, then surfed the net for it. I found or contacted an amazing company who helps individuals purchase or register names, a real-life star up in the sky. Boom! I bought my baby a star. I mean, a real-life star in the sky. And I'm proud to say that I bought my baby the world. Wow.
This is so beautiful.
This is massive.
As
Toto
in-
Dikeh, I miss
Wow.
talking about you.
But this
is
time around,
massive.
it's like good stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's so odd. But yeah, Tonto Dikeh has been very mature lately, and quiet.
Yeah.
And she has been celebrating her son's birthday. And when I saw this, I just thought it was so beautiful.
Very
I think
cute,
a lot of
very
Nigerians
cute.
couldn't understand it. Like, star, what's it going to do with this star?
What people will now start doing?
Okay, they will
They
not
will now
start doing it.
buying themselves stars.
Yeah, because a lot of
Be
comments
watching.
were like, star, how do you
Is
buy a
this
star?
possible?
Is it possible? And I like the fact that she even broke it down and further ahead to say that if you combine the money you're going to use to buy a laptop, an expensive laptop,
actually get
maybe
this
you can actually get this trademark. I said trademark.
It's
Trademark don't enter my head.
It's in your name.
It's not in your name. What do you think about that?
This is so beautiful. I love the fact that, it's not like in some clients, it's not thinking outside the box because it is
Yeah,
what
it's
they
like
do.
a standard
So,
thing.
but to Nigerians, I think it is strange,
Yeah.
like alien to them, like, oh, wow, really? And I, as you said, I like that she explained to people. And if you want to do it, you can actually just go
Ask
to
her.
that company that can help you, you know, just purchase and, you know, you register your son's name or your name, anyhow you want to do it. But it's so interesting. I love the fact that she's done so much already. And when you think about... Because God forbid bad thing, you know, what comes to mind? I know a particular family that, you know, the father and the mother died on the same day, like, you know, and the children did not suffer. Nothing bad will happen to Toto Dikeh. I'm just taking to another angle. And you know, they didn't suffer. And then you now wonder, because I kept thinking, did they know that they would live so, you know, soon? And they had done so many things.
For
And
their
because,
kids.
yes, in the name of their kids, for their kids, and the family members were so good so that they could help, they could guide the children towards that. So I'm like, okay, so there are different things that are priorities. Like, okay, you're thinking about your children and you're thinking about what to do for your children already, yes.
Like he has
I'm actually
everything.
beefing him. He has a 7-bedroom. He has a Mercedes
In his name.
and a star.
So the Mercedes will be probably...
Just imagine him as a teenager
It might
in
not
class.
be like the real car. It might be the toy one.
Yeah.
What I noticed, a comment, you know the boy bears Andre Dikeh,
Yeah,
not Churchill's surname.
yeah.
Yeah, people were talking about that one.
That's their business.
So people are like
Like,
that, and I
is
think that's
this-
his preference too.
That is his
That
father.
is his father, and this is
But
2021.
he's bearing the surname of
It's
his mother.
2021. You
Maybe
can
when he
bear
becomes an
the surname.
adult, he can
He can choose.
choose what he
And
wants.
Do the
You know, I was looking at Dwayne Wade and what's her name right now?
Gabriel.
Gabriel Union. Their child is I've forgotten her first name, but Union Wade. She didn't drop Union.
Yeah, but this one is
so
just
nowadays things have
Andre
changed.
Dikeh.
Because she has scrapped.
There are people
pictures
like
of
that, and we know that in Nigeria there is a particular place that when you come from and they think, I'm not saying that this is their own situation, but they think that, you know, you have problems with your husband, or they do not accept that person as your husband, or they have returned down bright price. You know, at that point they say that the son should bear the mother's name.
Shout out to Rose Lane.
Why are we shouting out to Rose?
Who wished the boy happy birthday?
So why are we shouting out to her? You can mention that Rose did this.
Did she?
Shout out.
Are you hitting her now?
Wow. The problem for me is not even the shout out. The fact that you even mentioned it and you went to that
Our
side.
husband's son. Our husband's son.
Okay.
So they are cordial.
All right.
Wow. Let's just move on. Congratulations to Tonto Dikeh's son.
All right, so that's all we can take on the entertainment news, as we have a lot of gossips right here.
Yeah.
But then what do? That's how we roll. Celebrity birthday shout out is up next. First up in alphabetical order, we have Dr. Dre, who is 56 today. He's an award-winning American rapper, record producer, entrepreneur, record executive, and actor who was ranked number 56 on the list of 100 greatest artists of all time by Rolling Stone, as well as being the second richest figure in hip-hop as of 2018.
And
Happy birthday to
most
Dr.
recently-
Dre.
And most recently is
The
marital
battle,
drama.
the marital issues. I was just thinking to myself that I hope by next year we're able to say second richest because those bills. But yeah, it's his birthday, Sha.
What if she just wishes him happy birthday on Instagram
It's
page?
not out of
I won't be
place.
surprised.
It's not out of
Happy
place.
birthday, but remember
But
that
pay me my money.
50 million naira. Yeah, I said naira. $50 million.
Happy birthday, Dr.
birthday,
Dre.
Dr.
Without Dr.
Dre.
Dre,
Hi.
I know we will not have people like Eminem and 50 Cent. So thank you
Beautiful.
very much for that. Dr.
Beautiful,
Dre. Thank you very
beautiful.
much.
All right, moving on. Emeka Okonkwo, aka E-Money, is a year older today. Nigerian socialite and businessman who happens to be the CEO of Five Star Music, which houses his elder brother and Nigerian singer, KC.
People actually do not know that Timon is the younger one.
Yeah, I know. The first time I heard too, I was shocked. I
How?
was thinking E-Money was the
eldest.
and all that. But then I thought again, is it a Nigerian thing that you think because somebody is rich, very
It's
rich,
not
and that
Nigerian
person
thing.
shows,
There's one taking care of Casey.
You
He's the
know.
one that
That's the older one.
but
Yeah.
it's the older one actually.
Shout out to Nigerian comedians who, at every opportunity when Imon is sitting during their comedy show, they always look for a way to just collect money from Imon. Like you must know that Imon is sitting right there. Imon there. Imon.
Especially
I know say they give people cow, but you know what?
beg.
I want to give you money. Send me your account number, but later.
shout out to Funny Bone especially.
Funny
Funny Bone even collected a car.
They call Imoni's name every
I know.
That's every comedy.
But it's
show.
a Nigerian thing
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It's like you're singing and then you're singing
Yeah, that
for
was
somebody
something.
and the person is paying.
That was something.
Okay. Next on our list is John Travolta. He is 67 today. He's an award-winning American actor, singer, and dancer who rose to fame during the 1970s. You might remember him for his roles in films like Pulp Fiction, Face Off, Wild Hogs, Hairspray, Bolt, amongst others.
Face Off is a classic till tomorrow. John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. When they switch faces. Back then it was mad trick. But watching it recently, I'm like, it will not do anything. It's like this. You know, just say, oh yeah, you are playing this one
No,
now.
but you have to give them
you are
their
playing
credit.
this one now.
They were doing amazing stuff back then.
I
know.
And he flies his own plane. I remember seeing his house that year. Like he packs his plane in his house.
Wow.
He's that rich.
That is so cool.
Wow, so many people to draw inspiration from.
Hey,
wow.
yeah.
Like you have your house. Instead of parking car.
Parking play. God, when?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, moving on. We have Jules Santana, who is 39 today. American rapper and recording artist best known for his feature on Cameron's 2002 singles Oh Boy and Hey Ma, which peaked at numbers 4 and 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 respectively, as well as Chris Brown's 2005 triple platinum single Run It, which tops the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. It was convicted. He was locked up. He was supposed to serve 27 years. But they released him last year after 17 years.
Wow.
Wow.
All this American
Like, I
gangsters.
mean, I hope
Yeah.
that his fans have learned a major lesson from that. Because, like, your career and everything could have
but
just
it
really
must be-
boomed. And
Yeah.
17 years. Anyways, we wish him all the best.
Yeah.
Happy birthday
birthday.
still. Yes, happy birthday. Okay, next is Matt Dillon. Is 57 today. He's an American actor and film director who made his feature film debut in Over the Edge in 1979. He has since starred in over 50 films till date.
That's one thing I
Happy
like about
birthday.
some of these Hollywood actors. I mean, they pick and choose their movies. 1979, 50 films. That was, you know what I mean? To be like 350 films. So, but it's good to have
who are you
50 films.
shading?
Nobody.
Wow.
Just talk about a particular industry.
Okay, that is, they do everything that comes your way.
Which industry? I want to know.
Just saying.
Let's move on. Happy birthday.
Oh, they say happy birthday. Yoko Ono is 88 today. Pretty woman. She's a Japanese multimedia artist, singer, songwriter, and peace activist. Her work also encompasses performance art, which she performs in both English and Japanese, and filmmaking. She was married to English singer-songwriter John Lennon of the Beatles from 1969 until his murder in 1980.
Yoko Ono.
That is amazing. 88, she doesn't look it at all.
She doesn't.
Wow.
She's so pretty like that.
All right, and of course, happy birthday to everybody celebrating on this special day. We send you love, light, peace, peace in the Middle East.
How about kisses in the Middle East?
That's Amanda.
Kissing in the Middle East.
Peace.
Of course, I'm Arabian
Middle
today.
East.
Oh, I get it.
Wow.
Collect your Arabian kisses.
You have to look
It's
for a
different.
way.
You hear that the sound is even different.
Wow. It's like, that's what they do like a dog.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this. Let's go.
Watch this.
Let's rewind. On this day in 1975 at the Second American Music Awards, Olivia Newton-John and John Denver win. And in 1986, anti-smoking ad airs for the first time on TV featuring Yul Brynner. He died of smoking-induced lung cancer on the 10th of October 1985. And in 1989, A Better Man, the single released by Clint Black. It went on to win the Billboard Song of the Year in 1989. And that's it on Rewind.
Watch this.
Yes, Carlos Santana right there for the GMB.
I thought you were rapping, like you were jumping on that
The
bit.
other day, too, he was rapping. We're not around.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Tweet View. Let's check out all the savagery and craziness happening on social media. I did wrong. Omo Shaliwa _ A put up this post and she said, men will always embarrass you, Sha. Then at Will Sonini says, we have resumed.
Yeah,
if y'all notice, before the Valentine proper or during that Valentine weekend, we're not seeing all this, men will embarrass you now that they've gotten their gifts.
Wow.
Everybody's okay, chilling. They've started, men will embarrass you, Sha. We
What
have
happened is
resumed.
that those men,
We have resumed.
for 3 days, they were acting like they had sense. It's you people
No,
that have resumed.
it's you people that did not
You have
decide-
resumed your embarrassing behaviors. Do you understand? So, as you say, you have resumed. What's call time every morning?
Nigerian men, they suffer, Sha. Let's just move
They not say Nigerian, they say men have resumed.
Nigerian men. The King Thunder put up this post, and it's a picture of a smiley with the hands pointing to the head. And the caption is, Mommy, where should I put the pot? And I see your African mom. Put it on my head.
Right here.
Yeah.
And some children don't even understand sarcasm, and then they will come and they will call
You
to
chop slang. But really, that's what you should do.
You should
Because you're
do.
not supposed to disrespect your mom.
No,
You
the
should
only
do.
thing, the
And
only
you're not
way
supposed
that
to
can
marry.
happen is you did not grow up in Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's not possible that you grew up in Nigeria.
And they tell you
your
that
mom,
too.
your mother.
I said Nigeria of
Sit on
these
my head. You
days.
two, you carry your mind, your spirit.
Nigeria of these days, the children will be behaving like a Greek.
Well,
What?
let's just move on, though. Temilola,
Honey pot just called children are Greek.
Danny Femi put up this post, and she's asking a question. She said, help
Wow.
me, George. I just hired a new driver that started this month. Today, I stepped out of my car for a meeting after eating part of my food. Came back like 3 hours later. He ate my food, guys. Like he reached to the back, took my food, and ate it. Shocked me. I have been speechless. So she's asking, what will you do?
Me too, I'll be speechless.
So you're not saying, so you don't move on.
Move on from where? When did we begin love that we are drawing map?
Actually, I might not say anything because the
That is
mind,
mind.
the mind you have,
That is.
that means
is
you
God.
might slap me. Or you might say,
Like you're not.
know,
This I pay you, are you not going to receive salary?
They'll be like, I don't understand. You thought I would just be hungry and you left the food. Waiting me, but you have my.
Because no, we have to go through the contract again. In the contract, did they say that when I leave food in
But
the
madam,
back seat,
madam,
you will carry my
madam,
food?
this food go down cold, and you know they like cold food. So I help you chop them.
I have a feeling that this driver is an elderly person.
You cannot
let's
even do
just
anything.
Even if the driver is an
Because
elderly person.
it's elderly people that have that kind of mind. Because I've been here, me that I can be your father. I've been sitting down in this
You are
car.
not fit to be my driver then. Please go back to your house and come between.
Daddy
You don't
understand.
have respect. Children nowadays, they're like a Greek.
Look at Nice one. Daddy underscore Lewa puts up this post, and it's a picture of bread and this Ewa going. It's now making me celebrate. I really need to eat Ewa going. And the caption is Ewa going and Agege bread. And the CEO of Agege.
Agege.
Like, but
It's
bread,
not.
it looks like, but it's the middle of Agege bread and sliced bread. Because it has all those, if you
This is
divide
not
this.
Agege.
It's not looking
It's
like the one that they would say
not.
twin bread. You know, all those ones that when you do like this, you'll be able to cut it.
But this bread too is nice, Sha.
Look at him looking at you like, this
bread
bread no be
It no be
Agege.
Agege. It no be
Can't deceive
Agege.
us.
Even God, they have bastardized the word Agege because when Agege bread was Agege bread, these days, every nook and cranny you go, you used to say Agege is a lie. There used to be Agege bread, go. Before,
So they should trademark it.
Deputy CEO of your industry.
Oh, thank you.
At Basimo underscore put up this post, and there's a picture of Osita Eme, and it's asking y'all ladies, does it still drive you crazy or when I don't get accidents? I they go now, ladies.
With the way men are embarrassing, accidents.
Oh, to last dance.
Yes.
Yeah. Still on Agege and Meyokun. So Mr. Orero put up this post, and this is a picture of Dexter. And a picture of Meyokun on the wall with the caption, "I have failed you."
No,
And-
let me do his voice.
I have failed you. Me after eating sliced bread. You have failed Meyokun now because it's supposed to be strictly.
Your conscience
supposed to be
cannot
Agege
allow
It has
bread.
to be Agege bread.
Agege bread.
So
Why
what's
the
sliced
child
bread?
So now sliced bread
I-
is not a...
You're eating
Right.
sliced bread. You're a fan of
When I see a
Meyokun.
sliced
You're a
bread,
fan of
it's-
Meyokun. You're not a real fan.
You're not a real
So I
fan.
feel that Meyokun
Yes,
like this.
now, yeah.
Even if Meyokun, they just sliced bread. It won't think Loki.
Loki. Ask...
When you go to chop slice bread, go to hide. Go to say, let me go clean
This
that.
bread no be
Because
Agege.
this bread no be Agege. Maybe they don't see me. Maybe they don't catch me.
So let's talk about this thing that's been trending here. Texas is in the news because of all this
Yeah, there's
global warming.
There's no light.
Snow everywhere, freezing cold. And Professor Uzo put up this post with a picture of their current situation and is asking, you still won't come? And Remy, that's in Nigeria, snapped a picture of flood, Okada, people everywhere trying to avoid the flood.
Do you want to
return to this? Or you want...
Because you cannot build snowman inside dirty water.
So let me tell you
So
something.
which is better? This
one?
Nigerians,
Still better.
Nigerians
Still
in
fresher.
Texas, they are just shouting. I know that
They
Nigerians,
will not come.
they'll have a will, you know, because they will be like, we've practiced in Nigeria before. So
no.
all these things
So
that they
I
are saying,
saw-
it's
I
only
saw-
Oyibo people
I
that this
saw-
thing can be affected.
I saw
You
a Nigerian
forget
girl's
it,
post. You know they don't have lights, so
Yes,
there's no
sir.
water, so you can't flush.
Yes,
what this
so they are
lady
doing
did-
short
what
puts.
this lady
They are
did
doing
was
short puts.
Put the nylon.
Yes, short puts.
Why are you
inside the
embarrassing
toilet.
us?
But what do you want her to do? There's no water,
Do you want the whole house to be stinking?
but she wants to do number
I
two.
said it's a short puts that way.
So you prefer this one than this one, Abi?
Yes, anytime. Do you prefer this one?
Do you prefer this one? As I'm because today when I got to the
Who
studio,
will build this
when
country? You are going
when I
there.
got to the studio, somebody was like, they did not hear my voice. And I said, honey pots, what is wrong? I said, I'm reading how to get to Canada from Oshodi.
Jesus'
The
name.
person just started laughing because I was very quiet. I was just sitting down there and I was reading the book. And so
Which bus will you take?
And so the person now said, honey, but we did not even know when you enter. I said, I'm reading how to get to Canada from Oshodi. I beg.
Let's wrap up to you with this one. Cute Kimani put up this one. Guys, help us judge this video. And the caption is Yoruba actors, actresses. Their Instagram page is 60% birthday wishes.
I tell you.
30% movie artwork, 5% adverts, 5% their pictures. In fact, if you don't know the celebrity gone, you can never know who they are.
I'm
through
telling
their
you.
page. Happy birthday, Iyajebu. Happy birthday, goddaughter. Happy birthday, daddy Anta. Buy skin white girl.
Oh,
so
no.
is this true?
Very true.
Do you know I still thought about
Very
it today?
true.
I thought about how we heard, putting people's pictures and celebrate. I said, this one is not Yoruba actresses. So you will see, before you now know the person's picture, before you see the person's photo, like, who owns this page?
You'd have seen so many.
You'd have seen 50.
Is it
Daddy Yinka Kodri.
Not just birthday.
Happy birthday to
Naming
you.
ceremony, wedding.
My friend, housewarming. Iria Cario.
It's only pot that said it.
It's only part. I never said anything.
But that is what it is. It is what it is,
I'm
actually.
Done. I'm done. Oh.
Okay, so we are done. Thank you
Yes.
very much, OJ, for all the craziness that you have brought to us today. We are officially done with the first hour of the show, and we're getting to the 1 o'clock hour. We'll see you soon. Stay here with us.
Yes, y'all. Welcome back to the second half of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is OJ. And of course, you already know you're watching Esplash. Of course, your girlfriend next door is in the building.
I'm trademarking my name, please.
Please call my name correctly.
Amanadara,
No, the word
Arabian.
Sweet Arabian Queen.
Why do you want to spoil it?
Is in the building.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, so far we've brought you the entertainment news, celebrity birthday shout out, Rewind, Sweetville. Now it's time to chill it off, where one of us gets to vent about anything and everything but during her. Because I'm good.
I'm so good.
Wow. So maybe that's problem.
Yeah.
Okay, to be honest, this is a generic problem, and I'm getting tired of actually complaining about it. When I came back the other day.
I just got back.
Stop. How else am I supposed to say that? It's not going to sound like that.
When I
was driving, and you just see how people drive abroad, even if it's Ghana, even if it's like Sierra Leone or something. It doesn't even have to be outside Africa.
Yeah.
And they have this sanity.
Yeah.
You just see sane people on the road. And I come back to Nigeria, and I'm here on an express.
Yeah.
Doing 100, doing 120, and somebody decides to stroll, not run, stroll across the express.
It wasn't zebra crossing.
Meanwhile, there's a pedestrian just a couple of walks away. And I'm just like, why are we like this? If I hit this person now, everybody's going to come and drag me.
What did you
if it's on an express, you're not going to be dragged.
I'm not going to be dragged.
People can just try to but you won't be at fault. No, if you hit somebody on an express, I'm not saying you should hit someone, but if you hit somebody on the express, it does not hold water.
That I feel like, there are a lot of things that are wrong with Nigeria. There's a lot of things that are wrong with the government, and we all know this, right? But the little things that you can do as an individual to make sure that you're doing the right thing, please do it, because it affects the next person. Using the pedestrian saves your life. It's not about, this is because you have car now. Especially these conductors, they're so angry. The other day, someone was just raining curses on me. I'm like, calm down. I know that the situation is tough, but do the right thing. Drive in the right lane. Use the pedestrian. Use the zebra crossing where you can. Actually renew your driving license. Actually fix your car. Sometimes you see all these funny things where they are using one. It's only in Nigeria you see these things, and it's actually horrible. It's not funny. We just joke about everything, but it's not really funny.
But that's true. To think that I have a vlog on this. In fact, the next one I'm releasing, is actually on this. I talked about it so many times, and I have asked that question so many times. Why is it that anything that would benefit you at the end of the day is what you don't like to do? Because if a car hits you, what will it take you to climb that pedestrian bridge? And then when they say use your seatbelt, why is it that you have to complain every time? Anything that is of benefit to us, that is what we complain. Don't drink and drive. It is because it is not for the government. It is for you to be alive. Use your seatbelt. Like, this thing is, if something happens, it is something that benefits you.
The elastic is not even it's not there anymore.
Yes, anything that will benefit us, we have this culture of complaining. It is not about that person. It is about you. It is for you. It is for you to be alive. I wonder why it is that we are going to. Let me just save the whole gist still.
Talking about this, I remember when I was out of the country one time, and this was around like 11 in the night, and this particular driver actually stopped at the traffic light. I said, by this time, much just do you want us to get robbed? And he was like, no. They like us to turn green before I leave.
How Nigerian did you feel?
I don't mess up. I don't mess up.
You don't mess up for another country.
11.
Because in Nigeria, you will get to traffic lights in the night, in the middle of the night, and then you're just even still looking up and down because that person can just fly from that place, and the person will hit you and will say, "What's you doing?
What are you doing?"
I felt embarrassed that day, by the way.
Yeah. Or when you go to another country and you're trying to board a bus and you're running, you're very Nigerian. It doesn't happen in other countries. They'll actually wait for you. Okay?
Or the very first time I saw that in other climes, they can actually wait, like pedestrian can wait. They will see their own traffic warnings to wait.
Yeah.
I'm like, as a Nigerian, you don't wait to be like traffic for pedestrians they get. You will just walk past the thing, you'll be like, what is happening? I mean, God will help. We have always said God will help us.
Let us help ourselves.
Let us help ourselves.
All right, guys, moving on from all of that drama, it's time for a recap of the entertainment news. Now, in case you missed it earlier, we told you that Omotola Jaladeke trademarks her name.
Davido named one of the next rising stars.
Yes, and Tonto Dikeh registers a real star in her son's name.
Now, wow, God, when. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back shortly to find out which artists we're shining the spotlight on. Where are they now?
You know the Asalavi.
You cannot bring Asalavi because they are the ones who get coconutted. They know they hear words.
They know they hear their mama, papa.
So it be sweet, oh.
They will do it one day.
Aye, we know they hear words.
Dodo àti ráìsì kò gbọ́dọ̀ kọjá. Wọ́n jẹun, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ rò.
Tule.
Ìyẹn ṣáà ní tiwọn. Iṣẹ́. What?
It will be mad.
Yeah, because I would have even liked like an Christy Esenibokwe to just follow it. That one that they are saying that.
We know the year word, we know the
Batami adun ka. Those were the things they taught us.
It's not from the Sorosuke generation.
We know the year word.
For their Greek generation.
We get coconut.
They dead coconut. They know the year word. It's now time for where are they now? Let's see who we have today.
It's Where Are They Now? Chantal Lane, better known by her mononym Chantal. She's a Barbadian singer who released her debut album Chantelligence in November 2008, and her second album No Gravity was released in September 2010. Her singles T-shirt and Impossible achieved international success, following a restructure at Universal Music Group whereby Motown Records was separated from Universal Motown Republic Group and merged with the Island Def Jam Music Group. Universal Republic was shut down and instead all artists were transferred to the newly revived Republic Record, which Chantal was a part of. Her third album was scheduled for release in 2013 but was not released and no future dates were announced. Now it's been years since we've had a new album from Chantal, and a big reason for her disappearance from the music industry can be attributed to the fact that she was moving from one label company to another. In January 2018, Chantal posted a photo of herself with DJ Khaled in the studio. We were expecting new music, but nothing had been released until 2019. Chantal is still active on Instagram with shots of the studio. Hopefully in 2021, she's able to grace us with new music. Now you know where they are now.
A lot of people in that one, and it's just telling you that the sky is large enough.
I've been wondering that you've not motivated us since.
As in for a long time, but Oladile is not here to translate.
No, that's why I'm now saying that. Yeah. Are you saying I cannot speak English? Emma Gbamike, because I used to speak Yoruba. Okay, let's move on. Just like any other Nigerian, some of our biggest artists didn't have an easy life before becoming famous. Seeing some of them now with the flashy cars, a massive mansion, and luxury items, one would think they were born with a silver spoon. Well, sorry to bust your bubbles, as some of your faves hustled like every other Nigerian, doing different odd jobs before they attained the level they are now. Let's take a look at 5 Nigerian artists who engaged in odd jobs before stardom. This is the Little 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me.
We are starting with Toto Ranking. Yes, if you're a big fan of Toto Ranking, you would have heard him talk about his past in some of his songs. The Nigerian dancehall star was actually a rat poison seller before he became famous. He made this known after receiving the Headies Next Rated Awards in 2014. Aside from Toto Ranking being a rat poison seller, he also did bricklaying jobs right here in Nigeria, Lagos State, Nigeria. He practically rose from nothing to something.
Yeah.
All I see.
Hey, Toto Ranking. I love it that he says it's everywhere he goes. If you want to hear about his story, he will tell you, oh boy, not be so I start to. We also for Ebute Metal, it's always talking about Ebute Metal. It's hustling this.
I mean, but you know, many people. But I think the thing is that's so special about him is the fact that it's one thing for you to hustle and it's one thing for you to push your dreams and actually have the talent to push your dreams. I have to say that he's an effortless musician. You can see he had a raw talent. Probably didn't have the opportunities, but he's like, you know what, I'm not going to let this, you know, be like the stumbling block. I'm going to push, I'm going to hustle the right way. And look at
So
him
are
now.
you saying to everybody who wants to sing, because I cannot count how many songs that I receive, and they will not say that you don't want to help us on it.
Now, why I say he gets talent, I don't even think I can say this one in English.
Toto Ranking
Yeah, are
neck.
you hearing his voice? As you are hearing, is it not sweeting you? Listen to
They
yourself.
said
Be your
that
correct
be your
critic.
They said, are you listening to? If they not listen to themselves and they see that they have sonorous voice, and in another person's ears is not sonorous.
No, so three of us, can we both agree? I mean, can we all agree that he has a sonorous
Yeah,
voice?
definitely.
I'm not talking about Toto Ranking.
So,
no.
I know.
I'm talking about that person that is at
Ask
home.
your friends. No, don't ask your friends. Actually, ask your enemies. They will
Like,
give you
if
the
I
best.
try.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
did
I
I try?
But the thing is that everybody is created with a lot of talent. You can actually
Just
find
discover
your
it.
own somewhere else. It might not be singing,
Yeah.
and it might be singing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But then,
We wish you all the best.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go on a quick break. And when we come back, Daily Top 5 continues. Stay with us.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. This is still Daily Top 5, and we have been talking about artists that started from the bottom, and now they're here.
Yeah.
All right, we also have P Square on the list. Now, before this duo became one of Africa's biggest stars, they also had to do some odd jobs, right? Peter, a.k.a. Mr. P, once worked as an attendant in a supermarket, while Paul, a.k.a. Rude Boy, did some electrical repair. Now, you can tell that their story is very different from where they're coming from.
Definitely. I can imagine Mr. P trying to sell you something in the store and he's dancing. Oh, do me. Buy my. Yeah.
Wow.
I apologize for that. Yeah. Then
Let's
Rude Boy.
Let's check out the clip first.
They can sample sound. We enjoyed it that year and every time.
Meanwhile,
Okay,
interesting stuff. You guys told me that
shout out to
somebody was
Waje.
was in
Yes, it was the backup. It was the backup.
And in Do Me Too. What you
Vocals,
did. If
yeah.
you do me, I do you.
Man, no go vex.
I love what you were saying earlier. You were like, Mr. P will just be in the supermarket. Like,
Buy my product. Yeah.
no, babes will be tripping. They'll be coming to that supermarket.
But do you know that there are so many people who actually do this? They can be in traffic, they're selling stuff, but you already know their talent from there. Some people will be selling another thing and they'll be singing and you'll be like, you can sing.
Chris Brown doing foil attendant at the station.
Look at that.
Elsewhere, yeah.
So it was
Started
serenading
singing.
people.
Yeah.
And somebody might just help you discover your talents right there, even if you don't know. All right, well, let's move on, guys. Let's talk about Mr. Banky W. This might be hard to believe, though, but it's actually true. Banky W once worked as a sales boy during his time in the USA. He was working at fast food outlets, clothing stores, and as a knife salesman who sold knives from door to door. Hey, from a good to meta, hey, 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 hey,
I'm sure one more
hey.
time.
All right, so Toto Ranking, I don't know who started, but Toto Ranking had not started singing here. Maybe Toto Ranking now heard from Ebute Meta. Because you know Toto Ranking is actually from Ebute Meta. Meta. But then some people are already saying that this Banky W safe. His own is not hustle because everybody in the abroad,
Yeah.
they are doing one
You
thing
cannot keep
or the
secrets
other.
to only post.
They say I should not be telling you things again. No, is that one good? As you're my friend and as I'm your girlfriend.
You know what?
next door.
Let's actually talk about it. The fact that he's hustling in US, I mean, some people will look at it like when you compare it to like a Toto Ranking story. But however, I feel like people have different hustles. Just like they claim riches at different stages of their life. People's brokenness is relative. Some people's broke is 1,000. Some people's broke is 10 million.
Are you telling me?
So we just say yours, Susha.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on now.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, you.
Okay, so we have Timaya right here. So Timaya was a great hustler and a very good plantain seller. Did you know that? He actually sold plantain back then in Port Harcourt, and he would work tirelessly just to get enough money to get by. And he also sang in his church on the side. His song Plantain Boy was a reflection of his hustling day. Check it out.
This is OJ's best song.
No, it's the mama.
Is that mama?
But this was a joint.
Because I know that Timaya with OJ.
No. And Timaya, aside doing plantain selling, he also was a backup singer to Idris Abdul Karim.
That's right.
So boys on the grind. But
that's right.
Yeah.
So I have a problem with people who don't understand process and they don't know that, people did not just fall down from heaven.
Yeah.
So they just see you and they think that, oh, why me? Why me? Have you even done anything yet? Do you know what they have gone through? Is it because they have not opened their mouth to say their stories? Like, people have been through a lot. Okay, so moving on. We've got Don Jazzy. Don Jazzy again. Before the Marvin Boys became famous, he did some odd jobs back then in the UK. He worked as a security guard at a popular fast food company while trying to hit it big. He also said he used to play drums and other instruments at a church in London.
Feel it! I should agree.
Who misses them?
I miss them.
Shout out to Don Jazzy.
Yeah.
I just see Don Jazzy these days.
Huh.
Don Jazzy is not that.
It's not that Don.
It wasn't that guy that was talking.
Okay.
And now he's not so, yeah, I get what you mean.
Everywhere, making
Everywhere, making skills.
So some
Amazing.
people are like,
Amazing.
okay, the Don Jazzy then and Don Jazzy now. Which one
It's
do you
growth.
It's growth.
Yeah.
It's
Do
growth.
I know if it's
Oh my
growth? He just
God.
evolved.
Yeah,
He changed.
okay, that's evolved,
It might not be growth. He might just have
It's
changed his
growth
personality.
that will make Don Jazzy carry portmanteau from inside the house and come to the...
These honey pots in yellow.
Yeah.
It's me, actually. It's me. I like the Don Jazzy of
Damn.
you just come, whisper, and then
Whisper.
it comes out to the walking stick and it's like, I'm the Don right here.
Love it.
I don't know. Maybe it's something about control freak, but I'm just saying that the Don is
Now
the
we know
Don.
the type of men you like.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Honey
thank you
pot
so much,
show.
guys, for being a part of the show today. It's been a wonderful Thursday ride with you. And of course, our weekend is activated. It starts on Thursday. We'll see you, yes, tomorrow. You take care of yourself and keep watching TVC. We love you.
See you tomorrow.